Hello, everybody. So, this is for parents and students alike, and I wanted to say hi. I just sent out an email to a bunch of students, and I was just very happy that I had a lot of responses. So, I was making this video, and then I realized that I was just answering emails while this was recording, so I started over. Um, so, I got to repeat what I said. So, basically, there's a lot of changes happening. The first off is grades are going to start counting towards the final grade again, especially if it's going to be helping you and raising your grade. And if you're doing the work, you need to get credit for that work, and that's what we really want. There's going to be a formal email I send out that is going to be very well written and stated. This is kind of an informal update. I wanted to just kind of give you just me being me and just trying to give you a little information and communication. So some things that I've been thinking about is all these IXL practices and all of these things that are going in, they're going to be counting towards the grade, but these are the skills that Chapter 7 in CPM is practicing and honing in on. And these are the standards that are going to be really important in terms of when it comes to state testing. So I am focusing on the top priority standards, and these are matched with IXL. Um, so just for an example, just so you know, so this is chapter 7. I've mapped out, so these are all the Common Core standards. And then on IXL, they match the Common Core standards, and they match up the skill set with the Common Core. And so here's also, I'm mapping out all these practice problems from this standard right here, and I match it here with how often it's being hit, and just planning things out accordingly to make sure that the students are successful. Um, I also know that on the CASP, that they have certain standards that they hit more frequently than other standards. So that's where I'm reprioritizing. Anyways, as math department, we are also making a list of all the standards that we are vertically aligning, and it's doing really well. It's a forever moving document, evolving document. I can't remember the right term I was going to say, but as you know, it's just going to be something that we build on. Um, yeah, so I'm getting more emails as I look over here. Um, really want to reach out to kids. Zoom. So I've been getting some emails as well about why isn't there more Zooms? I thought we had Zooms at 1 p.m. and that is all true. But I also realized that there was not a high number of students in the Zooms or on the Zooms. It was pretty frequently the same, about 5 or 6, and I didn't get any new faces. And I realized that there are students that told me that other teachers had mandatory Zooms during the times I had Zooms. So that wasn't going to be effective and efficient. So we came up with a schedule, and the schedule, I'm going to put this down, agenda. The schedule is on the daily agenda for the students, and this is a good structure that can be done. And I believe I sent this out in an email as well. So on Thursdays, every week, I will be on Zoom from 9 a.m. all the way until 1 p.m. And I make myself readily available to anyone that's want to stop in during those times. Now, don't know what happened there. Now, what is really happening is that my goal is to have my students from this period, from 9 a.m. to come into this time and ask me questions about the math or about design. And then if there are no questions about any of the content, just there to be social and communicate, and we can talk a little about things that are going on. I did send out an email just to check in with students, and it's a tough time. It's tough right now, and I just want to let you know and let the students know, and the parents and whoever's reading this or watching this right now, that I'm here for you, and I want to help you, and I want to give you that extra time or that support. I'm making the videos for the students that are having trouble. I can't be on all the time at any given moment. It's as much as I want to, it's just also not a very feasible thing to ask of every single person or every single teacher. Just as we know that I want to be flexible with all the students and you. If things aren't turned in on time, you still have extra time. You can get it in when you can. I know that some students are getting bombarded or overwhelmed by other teachers or other assignments, and I'm just trying to make mine very simple, to the points, what they need to do, because it's what's being hit and the practice. I can talk on that all day, but anyway, so Zooms are going to be during this time. The students come in during their scheduled time. They can stay longer, but usually they kind of wrap things up around that time, and I like to move on to the next class. I had about 12 to 15 students per class period at one point, which was really good, and so I want to encourage more of that. Um, this is, I think Zooms are crucial. I was doing daily Zooms and I wanted to do daily Zooms. I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I think this is going to be the best way possible. It's usually long days for me. So I figured Thursday would be the best options, as it's before design, but after all the math for the week. So anyways, so back to grades, and what else I need to talk about was I want to give out more summative grades, and I got to make sure I do this properly. What I do want to do is I would like the math that we have practiced all the way through since our last test. That's all leading up to chapter 7 tests as well. And I would like to do a chapter 7 test. Now, it's very difficult for me to grade. I know it's difficult on your end to print it out and do it and copy, and the formatting may be off, and you may not have printer or ink or toner, and the students may feel like kind of like shook, or occasionally maybe rattled because they're now doing work on paper. But I feel that that is a real thing. If they can show their work, they can do their math, they can show how much they're doing and learning and progressing. Um, and I want that to count. I want if it's going to help their grade, I want it to count, and I want to raise the grade up. Um, but this is just kind of is what it is. It's trying time right now. Um, so um, as much as I don't want to grade all of these tests, and pictures and stuff like that, and it makes it tough. But I want to do it, and I think it's important to do it, and I think it's important for students to be tested and assessed. I mean, I just took a physical therapy test for my knee. I'm about 80% of where I need to be, and just that's good news for me. But I had to take a physical test, and I was doing all these things, but it was exciting because it was exciting to see progress. And it was also obviously discouraging to see maybe not so much progress in comparison, but knowing that you're still trying and getting better is the main thing. So let me go ahead and share my face a little bit bigger, just because I think this is more personable. So yeah, so the more I say things out loud to you, the more I want you to know that I think that's what we're going to go to, and we're going that way. Um, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I may only get half the tests. I may only get a third of the test, or maybe two tests. But whatever I get, I want it to be done right. And I think this is the right way to do it. Um, I don't want to do online testing. I do, but I don't. Um, I'm gonna give it a shot, and we're just gonna give it a shot and do it. And I might have to tweak it a little bit about the grading. Um, I'll probably make it less summative points and a quicker, like 4, 3, 2, 1 scoring for points. And yeah, and that's what we'll do. So um, anyway, so that's pretty much it. So Zooms cover that test. Probably going to be doing that next week. We'll probably do some worksheet review, and I'll probably do some videos on that. If not, I'll do more IXL, but I think we'll probably do a worksheet. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's difficult. Part of me wants to do the worksheets, part of me doesn't. Part of me wants to do online because it's easier, faster grading, and you get it done, and I can put the scores in immediately. But what are we gonna do? We're gonna just try it. Okay. So um, all right, more emails are coming in. So if I haven't given you an email, that means you're working on it, or that we've been in communication. So keep up the communication and the good work. Join Zoom. If I sent you an email and you just got it, it means I'm worried and concerned. I'm just checking in. I'm hearing stories from students that, like it hurts my heart, and I want to be there and I want to be supportive. I you're not in trouble if I email you. I get more concerned if I don't get a response. I just want to make sure everything's okay and you're doing the proper work. And um, I understand that sometimes math gets put on the back burner or English gets put on the back burner, and then like you forget that you even had a math class or a PE class, or so I get it. But yeah, so just make sure I think that cursor will show. Make sure you know that I'm here for you. I support you. I want you to do well. I want you to be healthy, and I want you to be safe. And I know right now, like sometimes it's not the best. I know Fridays are probably the least active days I see during this time. But you know what? If that is it, just do everything Monday through Thursday, Friday, make it a family day, make it a family time. I've been cooking. I've been grilling actually meats, tri-tips, ribs, spare ribs. I was like smoking the brisket, not brisket, smoking the ribs with wood chips. I'm trying new things, so make it fun. I'll probably share a video with you all soon, maybe one day. But anyways, just wanted to talk and say that there's some changes coming in, and be on the lookout for an email and everything else. So if there's something that you have questions about, parents, please email me. Students, please come on the Zoom. Try to keep the emails to for the parents in the minimum, but I'm always there to respond as soon as I can. Um, if you don't do your IXL grading, not IXL skill sets, the grading is going to take a little bit longer for me to input it because you need to let me know when you finish it because it's out of my rhythm. But let me know when you're done with something that you need to make up. Email me the score, email me the practice. It's really hard for me to navigate with everybody's stuff, but just email me and I'll do that to you as soon as I can. All right. Stay safe, stay healthy. I miss you all, and join Zoom Thursdays. All right. Have a great, great day today.